Have you ever heard the saying, only two things in life are certain, death and taxes? Well, that was certainly true in ancient China. The people living back then, just like us today, weren't always excited about handing over their hard-earned money to the government. So what did they do? They got creative. Today we're looking at 5 ridiculous, surprising, and sometimes genius ways ancient Chinese people tried to avoid taxes, and how most of them ended very, very badly. Part 1. The original tax avengers. Rich landlords of the Eastern Han Dynasty. Imagine a group of ultra-rich landlords. They own huge farms, private security, political influence, and enough spare change to buy a whole village. When the emperor tried to measure everyone's land to collect taxes fairly, these guys said, "Oh, land? Yeah, I own a little. Ignore those 100 acres behind me. Those trees are just decoration." And underreporting land wasn't the only trick up their sleeve. They also enjoyed bribing officials, because nothing says I pay my taxes like sliding a gold bar across the table, and threatening land inspectors. Imagine your local tax auditor walking into a village and 30 guys show up with axes. The emperor even executed some corrupt officials to scare everyone straight. But in the end, both sides quietly agreed to pretend everything is fine. This tax war lasted for generations and helped weaken the entire dynasty. Great job, everyone. Part 2. Southern aristocrats, the masters of put it on my tab. In the wealthy southern regions, noble families developed the most powerful tax avoidance strategy ever invented: procrastination. Their technique was simple: pay half of the tax, promise the other half next year, and when next year comes, oh no, a flood, oh no, a wedding, oh no, the emperor sneezed, surely this is a sign to delay the taxes. They just kept collecting government IOUs for over 200 years. The central government basically received piles of empty paper promises instead of money. And because these families had relatives in government, nobody really dared push too hard. Part 3. The Qing Dynasty. Time to pay the piper. When a new dynasty took over, the rulers looked at the mountains of unpaid taxes and said, "Wow, absolutely not." They launched a massive audit. Every missing coin, literally every single one, had to be paid. One official was punished for owing a penny. Just 1 penny. Over 13,000 officials were demoted, fired, or stripped of titles. It was tax judgment day. But after the government regained control, they restored everyone's status. So surprisingly, people ended up liking them again. A clever mix of the carrot and stick approach. Part 4. The clever student who pretended to work for a celebrity. Not everyone was rich. Normal people had to rely on their street smarts. One poor student in the Song Dynasty needed to travel through many tax checkpoints, but he had no money to pay. So he tried something bold. He pretended to be the personal assistant of the most famous writer in the country, Su Shi, a celebrity poet every educated person knew. Guards were like, "Wait, you work for the Su Shi? No problem. Please, go right ahead." When Su Shi eventually heard about this, instead of getting angry, he thought it was hilarious. And he even wrote an actual recommendation letter for the student. "To whom it may concern. Yes, he's with me. Please don't tax him." The student eventually arrived safely, took the exam, and became a top scholar. I guess fake it until you make it sometimes works out really well. Part 5. Royal in-laws, the most extreme and stupid tax evasion attempt. And now for the grand finale. During the Ming Dynasty, tea was a government-controlled product. Smuggling tea was punishable by death. But one man thought the law didn't apply to him: the emperor's son-in-law, a royal prince by marriage. He smuggled tea using 50 government wagons, beat up tax officers, and demanded VIP treatment. It got so bad one tax officer wrote a letter of complaint in his own blood to the emperor. The emperor read it, got furious, ignored his crying daughter, and executed the son-in-law on the spot. Royal family? Doesn't matter. Tax evasion and stealing tea? That's unforgivable. From sneaky landlords to noble procrastinators, from fake assistants to royal smugglers. Ancient China was full of wildly creative tax-dodging schemes. But the conclusion has never changed. You can outsmart the taxman for a year, maybe 10, but eventually, he always comes knocking. Because the only things in life that don't change: death, taxes, and people trying to avoid death and taxes.